This is Fantastic Worlds, welcoming you back to Lovecraft Country and Let's Play Control. And yes, it is time for the final dive into this. It is time for the Alan Wake experience. Now, I've thrown together the cat ears for the secretive suit, and I honestly think the look works. It kind of comes off as more predatory than cute. As you know, Jessie's got that killer look to her eyes these days. And, you know, the suit coloration works quite well with the ears. So we're going to be keeping this for Alan Wake. It's not going to be nearly as silly. But if you recall from the episode, get the Alan Wake experience, we need to go to the elevator to the investigation section. So, actually, let's... Alright, no. That way. Sorry, control went kind of odd, but you notice the darkness suddenly here? Because remember... Oops, hold on. And I'm going to put this up for missions. We're heading to a dark place. Let's go. Okay, so when they said a dark place, they weren't freaking kidding. This is not a good sign. Well, Alan, your sense of drama is... wow. Okay, so it's a...
Hello? Anyone here?
Anyone I want to talk to?
Guess not.
This place got trashed. Action buttons everywhere, but let's sweep the area first. I'm not feeling confident.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Huh? But possibly not to replace that. You don't want to lose light, especially if you're doing something involving Alan Wake. If you remember, if you've seen Alan Wake, either my run-through, play yourself, or somebody else's run-through, you know why dark is bad. It's very bad. Now, let's take a look at this darling investigation. You're going to be doing a lot of reading up here in the beginning, I'm sure. Darling investigation. Official findings regarding Dr. Casper Darling, Eternal Confidential. Summary. Per authorization of Mr. Kirkland, Internal Investigation D084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding human treatment of a psychic entity currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose in the investigation. The majority of investigation section personnel seem wholly aware of any such entity contained there. One agent confirmed that blank's code name to be blank, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigation is simply blocked from entering the blank. Research wings or interviewed with staff. The investigation matter was further complicated by a lack of clarity whether non-human paranormal entities can warrant humane treatment. While investigating cannot destiny charges against Dr. Darling, recommend investigation into his, well, research wherever we are now. Right. Still more, apparently. Casey inquiry. Respondents. Dear Dennis, Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from the FBI asking for all files on Bright Falls, specifically in the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers to gather up a folder of all pre-approved files. Don't know all inappropriate materials, either missing or redacted. But you know that we received a request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sound familiar? That's because Alex Casey is the name of a fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing the same name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking for a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is all worth looking into. What's your opinion? Just give the word, I'll start surveillance in this guy. This is actually also a reference to an Easter egg in the only game I haven't touched in the Remedy shared universe, Quantum Break. And I'll go over that in just a moment. As you might have heard that little indication, I got it. That's something to check on. Okay, as I was saying, in Quantum Break, by the way, there's an Easter egg at the very beginning where if you turn on television, you can switch, you know, you should always do anything related to Alan Wake or, well, the Remedyverse entirely. They have an obsession with television. In fact, in all of the Alan Wakes chapters are set as a episode in a television series. But if you do that, it will create you'll see a small short film in which I believe Sam Lake plays Alex Casey, the fictional detective brought to life by Alan in an attempt to bring Alan out of the dark place that fails horribly. Now, if I can find that and record it, I'll tack at the end of this, but no promises. A lot of stuff to do. In any case, let's continue going through this trash facility. Now, first things first, and I see a blocked area. I kind of want to get in. All right, cool. Can we get in? All right, yeah, this looks like it. Excellent. So, yeah, let's get this lore first. Keystone inspection. What is the keystone? Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to target AWE, Alter World event, like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try to keep a lid on this Grumman Morale's desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given the records, it's possible they switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, remember? That's where all of Jesse opening the slide let in monsters that wiped out the Ordinary adults. But that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and only strange thing found were these markings of various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in the shared space. I think that actually is one of the images we've seen in the hotel. Remember the Hotel Between Worlds, the ocean view? Could be related. I'll show you pictures and get back. In the meantime, you send a team to cordon off this place and maybe get the comm guys working on a cover story. Agent Keenum. All right. Stuff has happened here. Now, we don't know if this was the Hiss or someone else. Now, there's a lot interactive here. Just waiting to get jumped to. Missing agents might be over. This might be the one that came before that. All right. Mr. Kirkland, here's the latest. Agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz. Wonder if these guys are like supporters or something. Or maybe staff. Of the Remedy. Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolences were delivered to you to sign prior to sending to the families. You updated as soon as any additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of the active investigations were not yet archived, and the only hard copies of the report to exist behind the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Oh, this is the other end. Basically, when, remember, a couple episodes ago, we've gone through the collapsed department in the Foundation. They're probably referring to all of those agents that were collapsed when it shifted over to the Foundation, and they were lost. Tractor supplement. Oh, we have a tractor. Mystical tractor now. A combine. Burrow tractor, a altered item 82. Keter. Capital materials, note, miscommunication led to the local coroner examine the body of William Burrow. Burrow William, male Caucasian. Case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Results obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Yeah, the autopsies can get pretty messy. Just putting it back together. I mean, if you have an autopsy, you're going to basically, the poor bastard on the other end that's putting you up for display is going to have a lot of work trying to make you look natural. Autopsy finding, blunt force injuries, head, lacerations, left ear, cheer, blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of right upper extremity with associated fracture, proximal humerus. Excessive trauma, abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large small intestine, all missing. Ugh, he got scooped. Conclusion is, my opinion is that Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs consistent with animal attacks. Ah, they were eaten. Uh-oh. That's been big, aren't we? Alright, so, yeah. Get out of here. Okay, what the... Lock onto it. Resignation letter. Can we resign? Maybe we have mind wipe stuff. Federal Bureau of Control, blank blank of 2019. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations of the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this to protest rampant disregard for department safety, I guess. My staff cannot work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than words. I blame the situation on our blank, who was routinely ignored. Must be director. Trench. It was really ignored my... Oh, no, it's Darling. That's right. My request for assistance in reclaiming parts of the investigation section lost to the dark presence loose inside. I will never forget the screams of the braided agents begging us to open that firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The director fails agents. I will never forgive him for this. Yeah, it was Trench. So they started messing around with the dark presence, did they?
It's not working.
Well, we got our first.
Lose power core somewhere.
Okay, so first test, staffing issue. Hang on. Oh boy. Mr. Dennis, yes, there's an increase in AWA cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine why. However, it seems the tiny details slip the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. I expect you to detect, investigate, and process more AWA cases. You need to give me more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who are, man, Good to see you again. The ones who left the departments at Kirkland quit. We barely managed to keep up the workload. Hell, just finding the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. The lobby is meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. Before a motion to move investigation to a more suitable location months ago, better not be sitting on your desk. These people are getting restless. And as per Kirtland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Oh, look, it's Robin. Anyways, hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's check some things out, shall we? There has to be something up here in the upper level. I see. We're missing... I'd say they want us to check this out over here. This Polaris can be so subtle sometimes. Wow. We're going to be overburdened with lore. I don't think burden is the right word. Overrun. That's better. You can enjoy being overrun. 1 second. Sorry about that. Windows giving me trouble. Alright, let's go. Ethics. Oh god. Ethics investigation. That's always not the word you want. 2 words you want to see put together. Okay, research and records. Unread. And... boom, official finding. Candidate. The Prime Candidate Program, Internal Confidential. Uh-oh. Per authorization, Kirkland Internal Investigation P12-9 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program run, which of course is both Jesse and Dylan, by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation use executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, none of the sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic abuse and conditioning. Dylan were brought into the old house and placed under extensive examination with the aim of approving one as director upon maturity. Wait. Only Dylan came into this timeline. The project has produced no particular cases. Successful cases result in traumatic blank of paranatural inclined individuals. Traumatic death. Not only is it breach of the Ash Act. Thank you, Mr. Ash, if we do realize Dr. Ash did survive, returning to the Bureau and creating a code of ethics. He applies in the place of basic human decency. Now, this isn't Dylan or Jesse. What this is these are the 5 people beforehand. Remember that Dylan is P6 and Jesse is P7 of this program. Which means there had to be 5 previous people that didn't do so well. 1 second with the sound here. That's a ding. Alright, adjusting it down a bit because it keeps coming in a red zone, but hopefully you can still hear me. Not that I will know the present. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let's just clear that. What is that? Explore. Okay, containment. Oh yeah, there's one of those timed ones, but yeah, there's obviously this is a goal here to get a cube, the energy cubes into here that of course Ash also created. Ash did a lot of work. Tractor procedures. Okay, John Deere's gone Cthulhu. Bureau tractor containment procedure item is not in Bureau custody. Unknown. Descriptional altered effect. A Frank Elk tractor. Olive green. Dried blood on the grill when last seen. Items capable of vocalized responses or growls and unmanned locomotion considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Background. The item came to the Bureau's attention of the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow's Farm outside Trenton, Texas. Local authorities found the scene, found an employee in the mutilated body. After employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls of federal authorities intercepted by Bureau communication staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item and responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured as they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches of the item are ongoing. Taking Mrs. Bureau only reveals that she had domestic altercation with Mr. Bureau earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected or not is currently unknown. Yeah, it could be her animating the thing to attack her husband for, less. Okay. So, do I have to shoot my way through this window? She could be a witch. Ooh, well, apparently. Because witches are probably a thing in this world. Remember, ritualistic magic is established, and if you kind of goes up to the theory that if you believe in it, it's kind of true. So, people believe they're a witch in this world, and they will be a witch in this world. Okay, so let's check out. I go. Miss this part. Cauldron Lake. We're back to Alan Wake again. Respondents. Cauldron, Bureau of Control. 2 Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again. 3rd the MC. Something certainly has it out for our blank. Could be the raccoons, could be local lights. Locals certainly complain about them, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? It doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a Bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to keep an eye on blank lake? Calder Lake, let me see any data. Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with the investigation agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want AWE hits again. I want to be prepared. Anyways, if anyone at HQ asks why Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because I haven't taken any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. It's not raccoons. Well, it could be taken raccoons. But yeah, the lake does not like to be looked upon. There's a reason for that. Remember that quantum uncertainty is the... Oh my god, look at all of this. Quantum uncertainty is the principle that if you're not looking at an object, it can remain in an unfixed state, like the dark essence of the dark place in Alan Wake. It was essentially undifferentiated quantum material, which Alan could shape into any reality he wanted to, or any other creative, but is also hostile to human life, or life in general. Director investigation. Wow. Seriously, guys. Official finding reports re-blank per authorizations. Mr. Kirkland blank was launched into blank of Zachariah Trench. A ethics committee was launched. Ethics investigation was launched into the actions directed by Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed Dr. Trench completely aggressive behavior when confronted with other staff and observed. However, this investigation aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable tension between Director Trench and Dr. Darling was witnessed by numerous bureau staff, although declined to make an interview on the matter. Witness accounts suggest arguments centered on Dimensional Research Wing and the entity kept alive. No evidence exists. Dr. Trench's suggestion to kill it is anything more than interpersonal disagreements or actions. The investigation not include Dr. Trench is not indicated with any paranormal influence, and his fitness to lead is not in question. Well, you guys were wrong as hell. He was possessed by the hiss, as he himself would later sort of prove. One small step. A certificate of achievement for you. That's right. It's so secretive we can't tell you what the achievement was for. You don't even know what the achievement is for. Kind of. We consider the completion of the requisite ending of nomination and nomination by Federal Bureau of Control on the 12th of March. Yeah, it's French. It's such signature at least. But I think it means you work here. I really don't know. French official warning. Ooh, in-depth investigation. 13 out of 53. So there's 53 different pieces of lore down here? Or you've been doing this a while. French official warden is Kirkland. I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want it to be true, but you are the head of investigations. The failure is your responsibility. Sorry, I've got the Max Payne voice in my head every he talks, so it's the same actor. What do you think is going to happen? Hold the dangerous specimen investigations. The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities your KS staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. Don't think your petty internal investigation has gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The prime candidate only failed because of Darling. You are both failures, plotting against me. You are traitors. The truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Yeah, that sounds like post-Hiss Trench. Probably. Could just going nuts on his own. Ooh, interesting image there. Okay. Underhill background. Underhill sounds familiar. Official findings, Dr. Rhea Underhill. Summary, Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor in University of Woodrow in the UK where she teaches biology with focus on botany. Dr. Underhill went to work at the Bureau as a parabiologist stationed in the research section of this house. She served with no incidents of demerit since praised those who formerly worked under her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no new connections to paracriminal organizations. I've heard that name before due to leakage online, unfortunately. And any recording of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior is ideal, the exception to ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to be begun during the time as co-workers in the research never workplace. Romances never work. The sector revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her house and the oldest work, it may be required both of them have parties sign a relationship clearance form because you have paperwork for everything. The investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Hill an interim position with the aim of finding the mold threshold. That's right, Dr. Underhill is the doctor located in the mold. Never checked to see additional dialogue, but since she doesn't really seem to care about the hiss infection, because she's quite rightfully determined that the mold is the worst problem. Okay, I really should teach. How many of these things do I have? 20. Yeah, we're not too bad at the moment. I mean, that's the thing. We gotta check. Damage boost at 50. Woo! Wow. 44. 48. Yeah, let's grab the 44 one and get the damage boost. Go. And yeah. Really double check that. Anyways, and anything down here? Sorry, just grabbing. Don't really think that's useful, but launch speed on launch kills. Ooh. That's an interesting thought. We could move these things faster. But which one am I willing to give up is the question. Sea speed, health recovery, or health? These two definitely not, although we should always see if we have something better. Okay, well, that's the thing. We'll think about it. In the meantime, let's see. I think we found everything we're going to find in here. So let's go into the last room here, looking for that damn cube. That's not the last room. It is, however, not much of anything. And we're back at the beginning. So, still looking for those damned cubage. Thing is, Polaris shows us that we need to be here. Now, we can't remove one and put it here, can we? Should we, is the question. I mean, plus the fact that... What is that over there? Why can't we get to it? Probably don't need to shoot out the windows. I can just fly up there. Oh, we've already been up there, haven't we? Anyways, I thought I saw something across the way that looked like one of the cubes, like that thing, or is that just a reflection in the window? Again, as always, it just takes too long. I will figure out what to do. Always fun to do it this way, though. Oh, there you go. Notch out the window, and something of importance appears. Can be deceptive. Wait, oh, that just causes it to explode. Unless we can take this out, which I don't think is a good idea. Can we? Do we have that option? Yep.
Now that gate should open.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing. You know, probably. Yeah, extra light. Loss of light in here couldn't possibly cause anything bad to happen. Jesse, you're going to learn why you should have a flashlight. I mean, everybody should just really carry a flashlight and come right down to it. But yeah. Looks like we got an airlock system going here. So, oh, we don't. We really should have an airlock system going here. But let's see what lore we have. Specimen escape assessment. Oh, boy. Purpose of internal investigation X039-7 examine the containment failure of specimen SOI-1, detecting the deaths of 37 agents. I'm going to make that up. An inspection reported the containment, although we containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause. Yet no department has proven the evidence to prove this. Technicians were able to recover the researcher's note in the specimen from the internal network on the 13th of March. Specimen displaying a sharp increase in aggressive behavior. Cross-referencing the date with various logs showed 2 events are consistent with this. The air filters were changed. And 2, an hour prior to the event, an civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Alice Wake, Alan's wife. Given their connection to the same AW, he's likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant specimen escape and to the mass murder investigators going. So, Alice Wake has been investigated by the Bureau. Makes you wonder why. Again, if you have not seen Alan Wake, I do have a run-through, my first run-through, so pardon the crudeness of it all. But about how we got here. You know.
No detective, but something definitely happened here.
I agree with you. However, we need to find out what it is. Go through here. You can find even more lore. God, Alan Wake is about a writer, so technically, yeah, reading would be a lot of what we do. In fact, does everybody remember who played Alan Wake, how many typewritten pages we went through? God, we tried to collect them all. It was crazy. Paracriminal profile of the Blessed Organization. I called it. There's an organization out there. This group of individuals not operating outside Bureau's nose for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of the past cases have found various mentions of activity in the years. In 2016, a production company, Blessed Pictures, was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent exposure to illicit paranatural materials. That was the camera we chased down. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the use of an altered item. That's the surfboard. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Services was involved in the object power case, perhaps even creating it. That would be the jukebox. None of these businesses or individuals are located. However, the connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. Arrest orders meaning any persons believed involved with the Blessed organization. This could be a lead into, well, a Control sequel, if we ever do get a Controlled sequel. I don't know, I mean, okay, I'm guessing we're supposed to take this, perhaps. And 2, and 3.
Do we know each other?
Hi, Alan.
This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
My name is Alan Wake.
That he remembers. You were Alan Wake. Yeah, you're not looking good. Ilya, that's the actor. Yeah, he's been exposed to Dark Place for how long? Ooh, hello. 2?
Who are you?
You can't hit Scratch, isn't it? Even though we're supposed to have killed him.
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom.
Oh, Zane.
Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration.
Reality is a bit thin.
You need a drink.
Darling's trying to get through. Warning what's going on. Alan's an alcoholic, by the way, which is why getting a drink is a bad idea. The spiral of death and rebirth in the background over there.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That's Dark Place behind the spiral. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do a lore and chill on this.
That was the Alan Wake? The famous writer? He disappeared years ago. It was all over the news back then.
Yeah,
Thomas Zane was with him.
I don't think it's Zane.
Poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
All right, there you saw it. Ooh, wow, sound spiked there. Yeah, the Dark Place rewrites reality retroactively. Therefore, Jesse, of course, you remember, she was one of the few people that remember that Thomas Zane existed because Thomas Zane, the original one, brought himself out of existence. But the problem being is that apparently Mr. Scratch has decided to enter the absence that Thomas left behind him and is posing as a filmmaker. Why a filmmaker? Well, I'll tell you what. One of the series that has been potential in the future is the interquel Alan Wake, between Alan Wake and Control, and that is Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and it'll explain why film is the primary. This is not good. Dark Place indeed. Why the film is such an important medium in this. Remember, when Alan's in control, we're in a nightmare. Okay? It's off. Yes, we check out the next one. Yeah, kind of a little off. But yeah, we might have to do this one. Huh. Anything else we need to check out? All right, the TVs, they were an integral part of Alan Wake series because they would be projections on the other, that would allow past Alan to communicate with present Alan. Planned ones, in fact. Huh. Here, unfortunately, nothing to interact with as well. Did we get something wrong? Nothing to interact with here. That one out. Again, if it takes too long, these just look like it could be interacted with. Kind of a false image there. Back to the main door. Oh, what are we missing? Anyways, I missed this somehow. Yeah, it's right here. Didn't walk close enough. Great. We all know what that means in Alan Wake, right? It means the light cannot save you.
Devoured by hungry darkness.
Okay.
The thing that had been Hartman broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
So you're telling me he's been consumed by the darkness from Cauldron Lake and the hiss. This is going to be a great combo, but as you know, give a quick hotline because we all know Alan can hack it. Not before. Let's go.
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work.
So he survived.
This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC, brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
So I was right about the hybridization, but apparently Hartman did survive his encounter with darkness initially in Alan Wake. But what happened is that he came here and the hiss is infected him too. For some reason, the dark source, as I like to call it, heard this very well. The dark source, the dark presence's bit of darkness couldn't fight or wouldn't fight the hiss's transformation, and the two have become a hybrid. This is great. Guess we're gonna have to go that way. Oh, that's beautiful. You know, this is gonna be fun. Hang on. You look like you're patrolling. The question is, which side do we need? Okay. Can't fool around. It's not this side. Great, darkness-infected astral hunters. That's just wonderful. It's not this one either. Go for the yellow. Just, you know, always go for color over the darkness. Oh, just don't fall. Please don't fall. It's very bad. Oh, thank God, so we can get through here. And a T's been here. What the janitor stuff means. But this was unpleasant.
Damp and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Well, to go through a horror story, of course. Okay, hey. Phone's even got power. Really try to call for help. I'm sure somebody will come. That was sarcasm. Nobody can tell. Okay, okay. Yeah, we're going to be picking up light sources all the plot time, aren't we? Yeah. Well. Hiding in the bathroom again. Let's take Gram Slam. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. A ground slam. Power to it.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, it doesn't.
Do I even want to know?
Probably not. Let's take a quick toilet break. No, it doesn't help. So, urinal in here. So, yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, right over here first, thanks. Let's get this control point. We're not jumping through that chasm again. I mean, really, it hasn't been bothering me as much as through my exposure therapy in the astral plane a couple episodes back, but I still don't like it. Still don't like it. Shaded facet material. What the hell can I construct anyways? I just wondered about that. Wait, assets. There we go. There's the shaded facet. Box tokens. 87. Good God. I'll never run out of those. And yeah, dark place explore. Okay, this is great. Really great. Well, the light still works on there, so that's good. Oh God. Who's up for some fun, right? Where are you? Let me switch back to the right weapon here. You're on my side now. Ooh, come on. Well, that's a twofer. Confiscated motive? Here? I don't know. My dude? Unpleasant. Oh, some lore. 2 for 1. Yeah, you guys are not the toughest opponents I've taken. Oosh.
Of course, the hiss are already in here.
Of course, where else would they be? Alright then, let's take this place apart. Oof. At least the plant life is still alive. That's true. The dark place doesn't seem to mind plant life. No, I meant it look better. Okay, cool. No, just numbers. Sure, the calculation means something, but it's probably... But most of my problems I shoot. Okay, anything in here? Could probably just use the door. It's rude otherwise. Was there a door, or did I make a door? I don't think it really matters anymore at this point. IT's gonna have to clean the place up anyways. Huh. I can, however, get in here. No, I can't. When did this get indestructible? I guess I can't even shoot through it, right? I would be wrong about that. No, I would be right about that. Oof. Okay. Apartment arrest. There we go. Tell me what you do with Phil, okay? God, he was the person you most like to see smacked around in Alan Wake. His name, Emil Hartman. Victim's name, Alan Wake. Tor Anderson. All the people at his facility. All the people he tortured in his facility. If you remember that part. Kidnapped altered individuals, sanctioning his altered organizations, obstructing Bureau investigation, breaching the ASH Act of no experimentation on humans. Offender's property seizes evidence used in conjunction with the ongoing EW investigation. Offender's personal effects sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau records, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were renewed, except for the Anderson resident due to senility and Wake, possibly deceased. Right. They basically broke up his little torture ring of psychics.
Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
It has, hasn't it? But yeah, torturing sensitive artists like Wake and the Andersons in an attempt to find whatever power. I think I could use you. Besides the fact that you kind of stand out. Anything else, though? Alright, so... Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is something back there. Okay, you check out here. I have to get in here somehow. I can't scooch in there? That's just annoying. Oh, it's just a box, so there's that. Maybe there's a hidden... Maybe there's a way we can blow this up. Yep, there it is. There it is. Oops, wrong way. No, it isn't. I guess it's only melee that'll do it. Just walk in. Oops. Sorry about that. Stop doing that. Jesse, I want you to do something else. Melee. I know you don't do it that often, but try meleeing. For crying out loud. Hidden location. Good, got a point. I can actually use that point. Chief Investigator, Shady Facets, Shooter Dodge Efficiency. Alright, so you gotta tap it lightly, not to fly, which is the primary issue I was having there. Do I have enough for quick upgrade? Let's find out. Astral Constructs. What does this mean? Can we do? Construction Surge. Surge fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered or if their timer expires. Ooh, sticky. That's cool, actually. I guess we'll try that. But what we really want is abilities. Melee. Nope, need one more for melee. And then we can do even more damage with an attack I almost never use. Alright, so let's see what we're doing here. Anything else, Meek? Is it a place we can blow up in here? Oh, wait, we've got this back room back here. I didn't even see this. We could have run right past it if we weren't paying attention. Foot gossip? What the heck is foot gossip supposed to be? My feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Okay, it must be one of the crazy... Well, probably crazy mail that these guys intercept. Remember from all the way at the beginning of the Dead Mail office. Okay.
This darkness is blocking the door. So now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Yeah. I get it. I really do. Okay? But I've got one out there already. You don't have to belabor it, would you? Give me that. Seriously? There we go, we've already been doing this. So, yeah. Do we have... no air vents are useful to us, and I don't see anything else, so... Let's go take care of this, shall we?
Light burns it away, huh?
That's what the caption said. But why dual wield? Oh, I didn't. There's only one in here. Darn it! Why single wield when you can dual wield? Yeah, I remember those things we used to stand over, cause us to. And yellow. Apparently, yellow is our indicator of where we're supposed to be going. But what's that over there? I want to see what's over here first. It's just the exit. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, so. We gotta go over here first. And quick thing. Anyways. Alright, so yeah, we pop in here first. Got the... Seriously, Jesse. Jesse. Yeah, just... God, it's gonna be a moment. Oh, no. Wrong ammo, Jesse. Get the right weapon, would you? Alright, so we're running here. Apparently, darkness doesn't like the fungus either. Alright, cool. Take this. Acted melee boost. And how much else? There's something up here that I'm aware of. Ooh. All the mold, all of it. All of it must die. Probably is helping spreading it. Anyways. Nothing up there. Excellent, excellent. Check everything. Just in case. Okay, the thing that was Hartman. Let's find out where you are. Well, that just sucked. This is cheating bastard. Oh no. Taken Hartman. Gonna be more annoying than the original, isn't it? Alright. Check timing on this one. Hang on, be right back. Okay, it's a few minutes left on this particular episode because you know I like to go over an hour because of the processing time required. Upload. 1080p at 1 hour is a long file. If I do 2K, it's even more. Foundation, his targets, no. Some other time, alright? Okay, so Operations Center, filing break, fire break, active investigations. We just come in a circle here. Tell you what, let's go this way. It's the way we're obviously supposed to go. So, you know, just double check to see if there's anything we're missing.
The third thing.
Third thing?
The made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Well, thank you. Let's get that one knocked out, shall we? Stop hacking my phone, Alan.
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. A third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone when seen from out of time, like a worm through time.
True.
Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. The third thing was a monster.
Humming.
Tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
True. Come from ordinary, we're turning to ordinary. Okay. No, I'm not entirely sure I want to be here. Tell you what, let's go see if there's something in this direction first. Okay, let's put you here because there's light there. I can come back for you if necessary, I think.
There you go. Doesn't that feel better?
What is that supposed to mean? Plant? Oh, she helped the plant out. Nothing else in here, I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't see a open spot. So yeah, I guess we are going to be going this direction. Alright, let's go see what horrors await us. Need to grab a power cord from somewhere. Like through here. Look. It's a lockdown. Yeah, let's get to the reading, shall we? The shadows. Alright. Summary. Periatrial Terra Natural A010, aka the Shadow's aggressive creature known as 3 types. A type, aggressive paranormal creature. There's 3 known types. Type A, located manifestation of sentient beings capable of occupying of darkness, capable of occupying organic and organic materials, with exerting control over its environments. Type B, shaded individuals taken human bodies, devoured by the darkness. The individual becomes known to be aggressive, but do not seem to retain. Oh, influenced. Do not seem to retain. So it is taken. Aggressive, but do not seem to retain knowledge of the previous selves. Research is ongoing where this condition is reversible. It's not. Core type C, shaded objects. Symbol type B, except inanimate objects are animated solely as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, say AWE 35, which may share a link to a collective intelligence. Threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive defensive measures, investigating sectors being outfitted with additional lighting sources, unfriendly powers for an eventuality of a system breach. Yep, that's exactly what happened. There we go.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension.
True. Chaos.
Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all.
Bad idea in a Lovecraftian story.
There are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it?
Nope.
With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge.
And madness.
Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Okay. So this is a tape. If you're familiar with the Alan Wake story, this is a tape that he would have composed just before Alan Wake wakes up during the chapter in which he tries to gaslight you into believing that Alice is dead and you're crazy. Okay. Eagle Limited summary. Oof. Well, Eagle Limited AWE-44. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries suspected in the work of a paracriminal group known as blank. As a result of this incident, the agents discovered one of the cars had been altered with a persistent auditory event. It means we determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or direct related to the sabotage event response. The Bureau was in tracking said group at the time, and intel suggested an event of this caliber is imminent in Bloomington. As a result, the response team on site was able to respond to tracking the accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents as they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the action site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. The individual car was secured and transported to investigation studies for further studies. Well, hey. Probably. I don't know if that's a reference to something. We're just going to clear that. Okay. I don't think we'll open at the moment. Probably not. Okay, that's probably a bad idea to go through. It does have a power core, which is essentially very, very necessary right now. Don't let it out. Which one do we want to open first? Well, apparently we really don't have a choice there. Yeah, that could open the door, but I'm not opening it yet. Let's see what else is there. Really do not want to go toe-to-toe that thing. I'm not sure I have enough time. We may have to make this the penultimate episode when I finally do. But, yeah, because today seems to be mostly reading. I don't want strong light. Oops, I should put a strong light. Maybe I should have gone up and taken that one. What do you think, kids? No, not kids, guys. People. Audience. Cherished viewers. One day I'm going to have to find a name for you all. Cultist is just overused. Tried that earlier in the Sonic world, and it was so stilted and unnatural, I just gave up on it. Okay, so... Oh, thank God, so we've got another point here, right? That's what I was seeing. Right? Oh, gods. This is going to be a lot, isn't it? Lore, we've got... Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking that probably we have to cut the episode here, because we've got a lot of stuff to dig into, and eventually I'm assuming a boss fight with Hartman. So, and probably a whole bunch of hidden areas I haven't found. So there will be enough for a sidetrack, obviously. So, or to have enough. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to get into this one first, but apparently, nope. I can pull it though, can't I? That's exactly what we'll do. Hang on 1 second. Oh, this thing. Well, no, apparently I can't. Never mind. Anyways. That's not what I wanted to do, Jesse. I was hoping to get dramatically framed, but it's not really working. Anyways, this is Fantastic World, Think Pearl from Lovecraft Country, and of course the Alan Wake experience of Control, which is again is the bridge between the Control and Alan Wake series, which we will be investigated a bit. Now, like I said before, if I can find a copy of the bonus episode that refers to the investigation by Alan Wake's own Alex Casey, and a fictional detective in the real world, which means that Alan's been playing with reality again since Alan Wake's a Nightmare, which again is a series I haven't tackled yet. But if you want me to actually do so, to throw a little more lore into the balance between the two games, I will. And what's happened in the decade that he's been lost. And apparently his third doppelganger has appeared, and I think they're going to just keep appearing, because that would be spoilers. Anyways, if you like this, like, share, subscribe. If you really like it, down below will be links to the Gumroad payment platform. And if you become a supporter, 3 different levels, you get access to additional material, exclusive, and of course you unlock additional material on this channel. And okay, if you're an acolyte, you get your name at the end of every episode. And of course you also get naming rights for certain types of characters. For example, if you're watching my Shadows of Forbidden Gods, you know I can rename characters, so that means that I'll be able to, if you want to name the supplicant something very strange, you can do that, if you are, of course, a supporter. Anyways, I will see you next time. Stay sharp, stay in the light.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
He's been gone for 5 years.
Dark matter and dark energy constitute over 95% of our universe. We're just a speck of light floating in an endless ocean of darkness. Every story finds its writer. Wake has a bloody knife in his light of the flashlight. He smiles a wicked Stacy lies enough with blood on his face, eyes staring. All of us have 2 faces. The one we wear for all to see, and the face that lies beneath in the dark.
I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters, whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.